All right, pay attention for the next few minutes, and if you do, if you actually can listen for just 3, 4, 5 minutes or so, by the end of this, if you can comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth, you will know how to generate leads at will. Generating leads is not some complicated formula that you might think it is, and that some people make it out to be. In order to generate leads, you really only need two things, and there's one other thing that you can have that makes it just a lot easier to do. Generating a lead is simply offering something to somebody of value, or that somebody actually wants. And in order for them to obtain that information that they actually want, they have to do something in return for you. A typical lead is, you think of on, whenever you're advertising online, you think of a lead as someone who, gives you their name and email, or that kind of information as a lead. But there's other ways to generate leads too. Again, offering something to somebody that they actually want, in order for them to obtain that information, they must do what you're asking them to do so you can give it to them. Makes sense. I hope you're with me so far. So the number one thing you simply need in order to generate a lot of leads is you have to have exposure. So if right now you're marketing on Facebook, for example, and you are only posting on your wall, on your personal profile, you're limiting yourself to a tiny number of people, because the number of friends you have, I don't care if you have 5,000 friends, if you have little engagement on your posts, very few people actually see the stuff you're posting. So your information, even if I'm your friend, I never see your offers in my newsfeed because Facebook doesn't think that I want to see your stuff, right? So that's if you have 5,000 friends, right? So imagine if you only have 2, 3, 4, 500, or less than 5,000, you're going to get less eyes on your offer. So again, number one, you need exposure. You need eyes on whatever it is that you're offering, okay? The second thing that you need is, well, I'm going to continue with number one first. Okay, so simply on Facebook, if you want more exposure, it's so simple. I mean, we have tons and tons of Facebook groups that are just jam-packed with online marketers. So all of these people in here are in the same niche as you. They're all trying to figure out a way to make money online. They're all in all these different deals. You might be in one particular opportunity, and I mean, new opportunities come up every day. Everyone gets into them. They think, this is the one, they're going to make this money, but then no one can get anyone to join in that deal. And everyone's offering business opportunities to different people who already have business opportunities. That sucks. It really doesn't make any sense. Everyone's just battling over different people, so who's more convincing to the other person is who wins in that scenario, and it's not effective at all. So again, there's literally tons and tons. These are all different Facebook groups that I'm a part of. I mean, I get added to them every day. Some of them I may not even want to be in because people just add me to stuff. But there's literally thousands and thousands of groups that have thousands and thousands and thousands of members in them. So do the math. I mean, there's right here on Facebook, you have access to huge numbers of exposure. So you simply have to get into as many groups as you can, and there's simple ways to do that. It's not like it takes forever. It's really easy to get into these groups. So now you have the exposure. Now keep listening. If you have all the exposure in the world and no one wants anything that you're offering them, it'd be like delivering a flyer to every single house in the frickin' world, to billions of people. And everyone picks up that flyer and this is crap, I don't want this, and they throw it away. So now at this point, having all the exposure doesn't necessarily mean everything. It's the first step. You need to have exposure. But the second thing is you want that person who picks up your flyer or on Facebook who sees your offer to be like, holy crap, I want more information about this. That's it. Two things, exposure and an offer that people are dying to have, right? Something that they actually need, right? We need to solve a problem of theirs, or something that they want and need. That's it. Are you with me? Just keep it that simple. Exposure and something people actually want. So whenever you're everyone's pitching you on different deals, do you really want to join another deal? No, what you really want is a way to build the current deal that you're in, to actually make money from it. That's what you really want. So in order to do that, rather than pitching a deal first, what we need to think about is, okay, what do people want and need, and what are problems that they're having, and help them solve it, right? So right now, you have a problem. You're having trouble generating leads. Right now, I am revealing to you exactly how you do it. Exposure and making the right offer. Provide people with information that they want and need, and solve a problem for free. In order for you to obtain that information, you had to go through a simple process, right? So now you're watching this video that someone that I care about, who's already working with me, is now providing you with this information. So you're a lead. You have connected with us in some way, and so now we know who you are. We know where we haven't gotten your email, and that's another thing with this strategy that you have to realize is by eliminating you having to opt in to provide a name and email, we've lowered a barrier. Because a lot of people, they want the information, but they're so sick of having to enter their name and email. Now, by no means am I saying that building a list of name and emails, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I actually think that's a really, really important thing for you building your business. And I'll teach more on that later. I actually have a really cool system about to roll out to help you do that. But with this particular strategy that you just went through in order to obtain this information, you didn't have to enter your name and email. We're providing you with the information without having to do that. So the next thing you need to do is what you need to do right now is you have to really think about what are the things that people want and need, and what problems are they having. Now, this is something that most people really struggle with. You're trying to figure out, some of the things you want and need, but what are the words that you actually say? Like what information do you actually put out there to offer people? So that might be a thing that you're thinking right now that might be kind of a little bit of a hurdle for you to overcome. But here's what we'll do for you. Right now, get back to the person who sent you this video. We're going to give you access. We're going to show you how to get more exposure if you need it. So if you're not in a lot of different groups, we're going to show you exactly how to do that. And the second thing we're going to give you is we're going to give you the ad copy that we use that's already tested and proven to work. We're going to give it to you and allow you to use it as well. That way, for the time being, you don't even have to think about what to say. We give you the words, we give you the exposure. You simply place those ads in those groups and start generating leads. Now, in order for you to get that, simply get back to the person who sent you this video and ask them what you need to do in order to get that information. That's it. Very, very simple. So with that said, I hope this all makes sense. It's not meant to be complicated. Two things, exposure and making the right offer to your target audience. That's it. All right, much success.